Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. We've got a Volkl Blaze 106 for you today. This ski returns unchanged except for a graphics update, sharp looking new colorway, but it remains that same great kind of lighter weight, slightly wider directional ski that really kind of spearheaded a lot of different movements that we've seen, especially the move towards kind of a 50-50 hybrid ski for both inbounds resort skiing as well as backcountry touring and deep powder expeditions. So this 106 really kind of hits a lot of those middle notes in terms of being wide enough for a powder specific ski, also has the rocker to go along with that, we'll show you in a second, while also being still pretty sturdy and stable enough for resort specific skiing. When this thing first came out, definitely branded more towards that 50-50, but people really just enjoyed it skiing live-serve terrain. So Volkl was, kind of quick to shift this into being a versatile option for skiers looking for that lighter weight ski in a slightly wider footprint. We are built with their hybrid multi-layer wood core, consisting of lighter weight woods going through here. So it does keep the weight down. There is a lot of material though, so it's not like this thing is a total feather. It's definitely got some heft to it. This is the 186, and on the scale, we're right at about 1,780 grams. So not really close to that 1,500 gram kind of touring threshold that we make up, but it does have a little bit of extra material in it that does help keep this thing pretty sturdy when you're either on trail or kind of getting a little bit more aggressive out there. Keeping it stable, they got that lightweight wood core, but they do have to balance that with something. So they use their suspension tips and tails. So this rubberized material that goes around the tips as well as the tails. That does a great job at reducing chatter and smoothing things out, especially if you get going fast. It's not only a little bit of extra weight, but it also is that energy absorbent material. We also have this metal plate underfoot, tight no binding retention plate, but it also has a structural component as well. So it does go edge to edge underfoot, and then kind of a little bit of a spine going into the tip and tail. So that does help with torsional stiffness and edge grip without having that full metal laminate that can be a little bit cumbersome. But kind of the big story here is when we talk about the rocker profile, it's about as flat as it gets without being a fully rockered ski, a minimum amount of camber underfoot there. What we do see though is that rocker starts very, very low in the ski, right about where my fingers are now, super gradual bend, and then kind of a normal directional tip style shape. Nothing crazy in terms of splay up here. And then I would call it width appropriate taper. It's not extended taper by any means, but it is enough to keep this, the shovel of the ski pretty smooth in fresh and soft snow. And then we see that same rocker theory continue to the tail. Super low, pretty flat tail, minimal splay. That's kind of a nod to that touring aspect of the ski to go along with that tail skin notch as well. So if you do have skins on these skis, that flatter tail does help keep more of that skin material on the snow, so you won't slide backwards as much. So a little bit more uphill efficiency to go along with it. We also get their 3D radius, mixes up the turn shape even within the turn. So 19 meters underfoot, 40 in the shovel, 30 in the tail. This thing makes really, really great long turns. You don't have to ride it at a super high edge angle. You can kind of keep it shallow and get a lot of stability and smoothness in those longer turns. Even within that turn, if you want to stand on the middle of the ski and tighten it up, it does have the flex to do that, as well as that shorter radius in the mid portion of the ski. So tip to tail, really great choice for skiers looking for that wider option, maybe that mix, that hybrid 50-50. You can put anything from a super lightweight tech binding on this to just a regular old alpine binding, and no one will tell you you're wrong. I won't, at least. So definitely make sure to check out this Volkl Blaze 106 here at SkiEssentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.